Welcome to a Holy Mess podcast. All right, my friends, we all know life can be so difficult and painful at times, especially when we're carrying grief or loss or wrestling with shame about our past, anxiety about our future, or frankly, like we are just not enough. But there has to be so much more for us. There is hope and joy, peace, love, fun, purpose, and a reason that you, my friend, are on this planet. Let's partner with God so you can be who He created you to be as you wrestle through and trudge through your mess. Hi, I'm Dani, a recovering alcoholic, a mom, a wife, a mentor, and dust. We are only here for a moment. Let's live like it. I'm just like you. I'm a holy mess most days. Actually, every day. Let's have some fun and laugh while trudging through our mess. This stuff doesn't need to be dry and boring. Let's dig in. What's up, my friends? Welcome back to the podcast. You guys, I am so grateful that you are here. So tonight is actually January 11th. Tomorrow is January 12th. I don't know when you're going to listen to this podcast episode, but I decided to jump on and record a quick episode because January 12th is my birthday. Tomorrow's my birthday. And I've been reflecting. I'm really excited about this upcoming year. And I've been just reflecting back on my life. I don't know if it's because I'm getting older. I don't know if it's because the work I do and helping people, but I'm very, very reflective in this season. And so for my birthday, two things. First of all, I wanted to share this beautiful poem. I read it this morning and I can't stop thinking about it. And I wanted to share it with you, my people. I hope that it encourages you. And also, I wanted to let you know and announce that we have a free workshop coming up. We named it Thrive Under Pressure. And basically, if you want to learn or continue to grow in how to thrive when life feels hard, or how to move forward when you're feeling stuck or exhausted by life, or just struggling with anxiety, come to this live workshop. I am so excited about it. It's absolutely free. It's next Sunday, January 21st at 2 p.m. Pacific. So the link will be in the show notes, or you can go to www.danisumner.com/thrive under pressure. Put in your info, sign up. We'll send you reminders. And I'm really, really excited. So if you want to come to this live workshop, I'll be live. I'll be there. I'd love to interact with you. And I'd love to share my heart on this whole concept about how do we thrive under pressure? And I know sometimes we feel more than pressure, especially if your life looks really good on the outside, but you're just on the struggle bus internally. I'm hoping this time together, it's a brief hour. I'm hoping that it helps. I'm really excited. So that was something that we're going to try to do more of this year. This is going to be my first one I've ever done. So I'm really excited about it. And I'm a little nervous, but hey, we're all friends, right? So if you're interested, please come to that workshop. And I wanted to share with you really briefly this poem. So like I said, I read this poem this morning and it has just spoken to my heart so much. And I'm actually going to get it framed and put it up in my office. And it's something that I want to read relatively often. It just inspires me. So it was written by a guy actually in the early 1900s. His name was Mario de Andrade. I just butchered his last name, but he lived in the early 1900s. And it's so touching. And so this poem kind of sums up my mission statement, I guess you could say, for this season of my life. And so I want to read it to you, and I want to just offer it to you as a blessing and hope that it really, really blesses you. I'm so grateful that I found this poem the day before my birthday because it's been really inspiring for who I want to be and the life I want to live as we step into 2024, right? I'm still stepping into 2024. I don't think I was ready for 2023 to end. Well, actually, I was ready for it to end, but I don't think I was prepared. Okay, so let me share the poem with you. I counted my years and found that I have less time to live from here on than I have lived up to now. I feel like that child who won a packet of sweets. He ate the first with pleasure, but when he realized that there were few left, he began to enjoy them intensely. I no longer have time for endless meetings where statutes and rules and procedures and internal regulations are discussed, knowing that nothing will be achieved. I no longer have time to support the absurd people who, despite their chronological age, haven't grown up. My time is too short. I want the essence. My soul is in a hurry. I don't have many sweets in the package anymore. I want to live next to human people, very human, who know how to laugh at their mistakes and who are not inflated by their triumphs, and who take on their responsibilities. Thus, human dignity is defended and we move towards truth and honesty. It is essential that makes life worth living. I want to surround myself with people who know how to touch hearts, people who have been taught by the hard blows of life to grow with gentle touches of the soul. Yes, I'm in a hurry. I'm in a hurry to live with intensity that only maturity can give. I don't intend to waste any of the leftover sweets. I'm sure they will be delicious, much more than what I have eaten so far. My goal is to reach the end satisfied and at peace with my loved ones and with my conscience. We have 2 lives, and the second begins when you realize you only have one. Oh my gosh, you guys, is that not just such a powerful, touching poem? This is the lens with which I'm going to live this year. It's one of the reasons why I decided to do this pop-up workshop. I'm really excited about it. You know, Mario talks about wanting to live the full essence of this life. And from the sounds of it, he had some difficult people in his life because he had to learn how to put up some boundaries when he said he no longer has time to support the absurd people who, despite their chronological age, haven't grown up yet. I love how he knows that his time is short and that his soul is longing and hungering for more. I love also how he describes how he wants to live next to human people, very human people, with very human struggles, who learn how to laugh at their mistakes. In Proverbs 31, it talks about this woman who can laugh at her future because she's survived her past and she's surviving her present. So whatever the future brings, she can laugh at it because she's going to be okay. I love this lens. I love also how he mentions how he wants to surround himself with people who know how to touch hearts, people who have been taught by the hard blows of life to grow with gentle touches of the soul. I don't know about you, but the people that I respect and adore and admire so much, they've been beat up by life. Life hasn't been very gentle with them, but yet somehow they have this wisdom, they have this essence about them that I admire, and that's what I want to be. I don't want the things in my past to make me bitter, right? There's that saying, you know, we either get bitter or we get better. I don't usually like cheesy sayings, but I'm telling you, you guys, we're always moving in one direction or the other. We're never really stuck. I know we think we're stuck, but you guys, I've been doing this work long enough to know that when we're stuck, there's something inhibiting us, and there are ways to get through it. There are ways around it. Sometimes we just need another person to gently and lovingly and compassionately, with wisdom and grace and prayer, like partner with us and walk us through it. And so I hope that this podcast is a light for you this year. I am committed to you. I'm committed to this podcast. I'm committed to our personal development and our spiritual growth with the Lord. And I'm as committed as ever to help you guys not be controlled by the people that are toxic in your life or the things that haunt you that you've done or that have been done to you. Like all of these things, you guys, you know, God's grace is free, but learning to walk in it, man, it takes some work and it takes some practice. And I just want you to know that as we practice it this year, we're going to do it as a community. So I'd really love to invite you to come to this free workshop next Sunday, January 21st at 2 p.m. And if you're listening to this episode after that, still go to the website because there will be a replay, but I'd really encourage you, if you can make it there live, make it there live. We're going to be doing some bonuses and some giveaways and that sort of thing as well. It's going to be a fun, interactive time. And I'm going to share more of my heart, more of my story, more of my life. And I hope it encourages you. I hope it encourages all of us. How do we thrive under pressure? How do we thrive when life is hard? And I don't just mean tangibly on the outside, like how do we thrive internally? That's what I'm after. So much of life we don't control, but the little bit that we do control internally, man, I'm doubling down and trying to walk with all the peace and all the joy and all the purpose that I possibly can, because there's just so much I don't control. And I have been around this work and this life long enough to know it's not as simple as just saying a prayer and slapping a scripture on it. I mean, it almost drives me crazy when people say that sort of thing because it just oversimplifies very complex situations that some of us are walking through, whether it be grief or carrying some shame or some trauma or just wrestling with anxiety. I mean, the world's on fire, right? I've been saying it for a year now, and it's okay that you need a little bit of support and you need a little bit of help. You guys, I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful for this podcast, and I'm so grateful to be here with you. So I'll be in touch in a few days with some more episodes, but I would love to invite you again to the free workshop, January 21st, 2 p.m. Pacific. The link will be in the show notes. Please click through, or you can go to www.danisumner.com, DANISUMNER.com/thrive under pressure, THRIVEUNDERPRESSURE. It's so funny. I will tell you this quick story. Several months ago, one of my friends had said, hey, don't just say your website, spell it out. It might really help people actually type it into their phone as you're talking. And I got to tell you, right after that, a student who is now a friend of mine reached out, and she's blind. And she thanked me for spelling my name in the notes. So from here until eternity, I will probably spell things out because I want this podcast to be accessible. And it's those little things that we can do to kind of help those that maybe struggle as well in certain areas. And I'm not super techie, so every little bit helps. All right, click through to the show notes so you can join the workshop. Super excited. Can't wait to do this as a community. I love you guys, and I'll be in touch in a few days. Thanks for being here. Hello, my friend. If this episode blessed you, made you laugh, or triggered you, hey, that's growth. Please do me a favor and share this with a friend. And if you feel led, please leave a written review for the show. That really helps us out. Don't forget you are in good company if you're feeling more broken than you'd like to admit. And you are more loved than you can ever imagine. Have a great week. See you next time.